All right, welcome to our post-game press conference. We got head coach Tony Annese, linebacker Brennan, Schwarz, and wide receiver Tyrese Hunt-Thompson. Coach Annese, can we get an initial statement from you?
Yeah, pretty clean game for our offense. I guess 9 touchdowns. Right before half, we got stopped, and then obviously punted with just a minute or so to go in the game. But other than that, a lot of scores on offense. Good balance of run and pass, 611 total yards, so that's great to see, and no turnovers. So we've been great with the ball almost the entire season. Not a lot of turnovers all year, but pleased about that. Obviously, a lot of penalties again, and hopefully that changes in the playoffs. The history shows that it changes in the playoffs because when we've been in the playoffs, I think we have half of penalty yards than we have in the regular season. It's just the way it is. It's analytics, statistics, however you want to describe it. Obviously got started quick with Reese scoring on a long touchdown pass, and that was great. Didn't think our defense played with great energy. I've already said that to them 3 times, so they're probably going to be mad at me, but they got to play with more energy if we're going to, make a great run.
And then, Coach, just talk a little bit about the game plan coming in, because everybody was touting the big win over Davenport, and rightfully so, but you needed this game, of course, for that game last week to have meant something. So talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, I was, I was definitely pleased that we came out and really started quickly on offense. And our guys know, you gotta finish a season, and if you said to me how nervous I was after, basically starting a second season where we had to beat Tech up there and then, roll through 4 straight wins in order to be, a playoff team. And I'm pretty confident we're going to be a playoff team now. But 4 weeks ago, I was nervous as heck, and the guys have really kind of stayed focused on the process of just trying to, finish a season strong. And I think we're in a good spot. So feel good about it.
And then Tyrese, what about for you? You were able to kind of get going early, and your receiving core. Just talk a little bit about your receiving core. You guys, from the slots to the wides, you guys are really able to get involved in the game early and make some big plays.
Coach has been telling me the play we was gonna run was like kind of for me to get open. So I knew that from the Monday. I knew we were running that. So just try to go out there, execute it, and then from a receiver standpoint, I think we all we just have explosive players. Anybody could catch a ball, go for 50, 70. And as a defense, I think that's hard to guard. So, yeah.
And then talk a little bit about you guys really work together with each other, because when you guys are not catching, you guys are blocking downfield. And just talk about trying to, block. Even when you're not actually touching the ball, you're trying to help a teammate.
I mean, personally, me, I don't know about Coach Fields. I think we're the best. What am I trying to say?
Blocking?
No.
Stalk blocking?
No,
what?
the best, just the best overall group on the team is the receivers to me. I don't know how other people feel about that, but I think we do a good job of blocking, doing our assignments, and doing our jobs pretty good, so yeah.
And then, Brennan, for you guys, defensively, you knew that they were going to really try to run the football, and you guys were really trying to get active to really contain. They got a big physical running back, and they were really trying to establish the run against you guys.
Yeah, they showed exactly what we were planned on. Like Coach Annese said, we played a little bit sluggish, let up some big plays that shouldn't have even crossed the line of scrimmage, but we got some turnovers, got some young guys in there, so I think overall we did pretty well.
And you guys were able to keep them out of the end zone. They were able to kind of drive the ball downfield a little bit, but you guys seemed to kind of get a little bit tougher down into the red zone. Just talk a little bit about that red zone and really trying to keep people out of the end zone. They obviously had a great kicker that was kicking like an NFL kicker today. So just talk a little bit about that.
Our motto is like bend, don't break. If we let up some yards and they get in the red zone, we like to stop them. Really get nitty-gritty down there, communicate, show some of our blitz packages, but yeah.
Okay, this is Jael with the Torch, Ferris State Torch. Coach, so with the playoffs coming up next week, what is the team's plan given that you have to serve that one game suspension?
Oh well, yeah, we actually practiced it a couple weeks ago when American International was here, and so we got a pretty good sense of how we're going to structure this situation. Our guys know that they don't need me to win, nor do they need too much from coaches to win. They just got to go out and do their thing. So I think I think we'll be okay. We're ready to, they're ready for me to just maybe take all the playoffs off, and I can go to Florida and we can make a great run, and maybe if we win 4 games in a row, I'll meet them in Texas maybe if we get rolling.
Okay, so outside of, you said finishing the season strong, that was a big important thing for this game. Is there any other big takeaways from getting this big win today at the end of the season?
Couple of takeaways. That's a really good question. I thought Malik Mitchell played great, which is awesome to see, and I thought Markel King played great. So we got a lot out of our running back, rushing the ball. He had 10 carries, 91 yards. Awesome, and Malik was 9 for 13 throwing, and I thought he had a good game rushing the ball, and so those are big things for us. And I thought everybody did a nice job when they had their opportunity, which is important in games like this. Zach Ahern took the ball and drove us right down the field, and he looked like a big old thick animal running the ball. So 4 carries for 51 yards. So it was great to see that too. And so, yeah, it was a fun game all in all, and happy it's behind us and ready to get to the second season.
Okay. So you said that you think the receiving core you believe is the best on the entire team. So is that somewhat like a challenge y'all put against with like the skills players and linemen to see who can come out and compete and show out the best each week?
Nah, it's just a mindset thing. I feel like the last 2 years has been our D-line, and I think as a receiver core, the plays we make, I just feel like we're the best position group out there. Anybody can make a play. Anybody could go for 100 yards. Even the people that don't start or necessarily get in, we have people that can go for a lot of yards, So that's what my mindset is. We're the best group on the field.
And Coach, how do you guys feel? Going into the playoffs? Who knows what's going to happen right here the rest of today and into tomorrow? But you guys have always talked about taking care of yourselves and just being the best version of Ferris. Is that going to be your approach as you wait to see?
Absolutely. We have no idea who we're going to play. It's kind of a weird Sunday because you sit and wait for the show to determine who you play. So it's hard to prepare for. Or get ahead. You can't do it. Normally, you're kind of looking ahead and getting ready for the next opponent, but we don't know who it is. So once we find out, we'll just do it businesslike, like we always do, and see what we can do in the playoffs.
All right. Well, that'll do it for our post-game press conference. Thanks to Coach Annese, Brennan, Schwarz, Tyrese, Hunt-Thompson. Thank you. We'll send it back to Rob.